so amazing, artist. Oh my goodness. All right, we're ramping up to Halloween. And who doesn't love a haunted house, right? A haunted house is so fun. And it could just be a spooky house. It doesn't have to be haunted, but just the thing that makes a spooky house or a haunted house so fun is, I think, that everything's a little crooked. You know what I mean? The walls are a little crooked, the windows a little crooked, the doors. So it makes it easy and fun. And the more crooked, the more wonky, the more kind of spooky it looks, right? So today we're going to draw a really cool spooky crooked house. I hope you love it. I'm so excited because I love drawing crooked, funky, spooky, wonky little houses. So let's get going. We're going to break it down into some very simple shapes. Follow along step by step. This can be easy all the way up to more advanced depending on how you're feeling. If you're feeling a little challenged, just go with the simple shapes. But the interesting things come in all the details. Just add as many details as you like, okay? You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, and a Sharpie, and probably some crayons or colored pencils or whatever it is that you feel like adding color with today, if you even choose to add color, okay? Let's get rocking and rolling. I can't wait to start this. This is one of my most favorite things to draw. All right, we're going to start with a trapezoid, just a regular or a rectangle. But it's kind of got a funky side. Now that's the trick. I like my sides to be a little narrow at the bottom and they go up a little bit on the side. So let's start with in the center of our page, and notice I put our paper landscape because a house is more landscape than it is portrait. So I turned it landscape, and I'm going to find the center of it and come up just a little and make the bottom of my house. I think that looks good. Now, the thing is, I want my sides to go out just a little instead of going straight up. So I'm going to make them come up a little like that, and up a little, just so they're a little bit off. That one's really off, but it's okay. I can straighten that out with my Sharpie later. Now, the roof is going to extend farther than the base. So I'm going to start here and let my roof come across a little wider, okay? All right. Now, I like to have a little ledge in front. So I'm going to bring a little line up here, and a little line up here. Do you see that? And just make a double line here. That's just like the front of the, and look how mine's fatter here and thinner here and a little crooked. It's fun. It's a spooky house. It's all good because it's kind of falling apart. Maybe part of that gutter's falling down, or the soffit, I think, is what's under there. Now we're going to curve. I like to curve my roof in just a little. So instead of making a straight line, you can do it straight if you want, but I like to go and kind of curve it. And I'm going to kind of figure out how far across now. And I'm going to go. Now again, look, it's curved more on this side than it is on that side, but it's okay. It's a wonky, spooky house, so it's all good. In fact, I want this side to be higher than this side, just on purpose even. So I'm going to bring this up a little more. I like that idea. In fact, I'm going to erase this one down just a little bit because I want it really off kilter. You ready? I'm going to connect these two now. Yeah, see how it's higher? I think that's going to be really fun. How are you doing? You having fun?
Yes!
All right, let's see. Now, we need a little extra house up here, a little extra area. So I'm going to come up right here a little bit, and I'm going to come over to about here with another line and make, this is going to be like a little extra story, like a second story, and I'm going to come across like this and let my roof extend just a little bit again and come up and up. Oh, I got that side straight. I wanted it to curve a little. I forgot. That's good. And then I'm going to bring that across again. That's kind of fun. I'm liking that. I'm going to put a little railing up there, like maybe if the owner of this house, or maybe an old ghost, likes to stand up there and see what's going on. So to do that, I'm going to make a double line, because that's going to be like a little railing. A double line. I like to put a little ball at the top of my line. See, that's like a little railing. And I'm going to come on with these little double lines across. I'm going to put 2 more. And that's like a little railing up there. Do you see how that is? They're not perfectly straight, but that doesn't look like, it looks like stripes right now. But now I'm going to connect just like this, stopping between each one, because I'm going to let those things be on top. And that gave me a little railing. Now, if you want, you can make a double railing, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. Because when I go back and Sharpie that, if it's too much detail with the pencil, it'll sometimes all bleed together. So I'm just going to leave it simple. Now, I'm going to put a little railing on this part too. So I'm going to come up to right here and do the exact, I'm going to make this one a little taller. I'm going to do the exact same thing. And I'm just going to come across and give myself, you know what I might do to make it easier? I think I'm going to start with the dots. That way it'll help me space it. What do y'all think? Yeah! Now all I have to do is go boop, bitty boop. That is a faster way to do it, isn't it? Hey, we're learning, right? Which way do you like doing it better? Did you enjoy making the stripes and putting the dots on top, or doing the dots first? I think I like the dot first method. I am going to stick with that from now on. So there we go, and now we're putting the row behind it here. This one is a little bit of a taller railing. Now on this side, I'm going to put a little skinny tower, and I'm going to come in just a little bit and just kind of go up right through the middle of this, up, and I want it to probably go to the middle of this one. It's just going to be a skinny guy, up like that. Yeah, see how it's behind? So I stopped, so the railing is in front. And then I'm going to come across and give it a little whoop and a little whoop. And I want to put a little diamond up there. What do you think about a little diamond up there? Okay. Now, let's see. I think we're getting close. I'm going to start adding some shingles. So let's add some stripes across here like this, like that's some shingles. And I'm going, now you can just stripe it down like that and make a crisscross pattern, but I'm going to come down and make one row at a time. Okay, so I've got that row. It's kind of like bricks. Have you ever drawn bricks? Now the next row, I'm going to put them in the middle. So if those two were there, I'm going to put them in the middle. It's kind of like it's every other one. Now you don't have to do that. You can just go straight up and down. It looks really cool too. But if you're advanced and you want to make the shingles kind of alternate, that's a fun way to do it. The shingles on this side, I'm just going to have them be stripy. I'm just going to leave them like this. I think I'll do one more right there. There we go. That's fun. Now, I'm going to put a circular window here, kind of a weird little window. And I'm going to put a weird window pane right there. I think I'll put another one here. And I want a crazy window right here, like a funny trapezoid that's a little bit off. See how that's a little longer there? And I'm going to cross that one. Fun, huh? Let's put some shingles on this roof. Let's come across with some stripes like we have. Fun. Yeah. Ooh, I love it. Now you can leave them stripy like that, or you can shingle them like that. I think I'm in a shingle mood. So I'm going to, and I'm not going to do that front one because remember that was the edge. So I think I'm just going to go. All right, now you can slow me down if you need. So you see the first one, and they don't have to be even. You can see mine aren't. But now I've got that row down. So now the next row, I'm going to come to the middle of those two and go up. The middle of those two and go up. Middle of those two. See how you just kind of go to the middle? So I find my next two, and I make my line up from the middle. And you just kind of continue. Now this one, the middle of these two is exactly the same as this, so you can just kind of go like that. Now, if you need to repeat or slow me down, feel free. If you say, Jenny Lee, I got this. This is not hard. What are you going so slow for? Then just speed me up, okay? Because you are in control of the buttons there. And you can do it how you like. But I'm going to shingle this roof up like that. I think that's fun. I'm digging my little crazy roof. Now, I'm going to put a crazy door on my house. I'm going to put it right here in the center, and I want it to go up on this side and down and down. Well, that was a little too curved, wasn't it? It's okay. I like the idea. I'm going to do it like that. And I'm going to put a doorknob over here. And I'm going to do one of those. Have you ever seen those windows that have the little half moon or the on top, and then they go like this? I'm doing that, except I made mine a little off center to kind of line up on my wonky crooked door, right? All right. Now, sometimes spooky houses have these weird little kind of, I don't know if they're Gothic, they're just old-fashioned windows, and they have a lot of archways. So I'm thinking I'm going to make one here. I'm going to come across the bottom like that, okay, because that's the bottom of the window. And then I'm going to I'm going to find the middle. Let's find the middle first. Okay, I'll show you an easier way. Let's make a rectangle like that, and let's cross it right here. Now stop after that. You got that? Now let's give it two of these little bump on top. So we've got that shape, but we're squishing it onto there. Cool, huh? All right, so we've got that. Now let's take another little cross line right there, across the bottom. And then I like to pull one down right here. And I think that looks like a really funny kind of spooky house window. I'm going to put another one of those weirdos over here. So I'm going to put a bottom, a baseline. Then I'm going to make my top. And then my sides. Then I'm going to divide it up the middle. That's how I know where to make my bumps on the top. And I'm going to go boop-bitty-boop, boop-bitty-boop. Give it my extra little cross there at the bottom. And then I'm going to split them down the middle. And I think those are some pretty cool, funky, weird little spooky windows. Now, you don't have to make yours exactly like mine. You might love this kind and you want to make it tall. Maybe you want lots of little archway windows. Maybe you want circle windows down here. Or maybe you like these crazy, weird trapezoid doors and you want all your windows like that. Don't forget, you could also add shutters and your shutters could be open and flying in the wind or whatever. Whatever you think is cool. I'm going to put a little weird trapezoid here. That looks more like a square, doesn't it? Well, oh well, it's a square. I'll try to make it a trapezoid on this side. That one's a little more crooked, isn't it? Who knew it was hard to mess up and make it crooked and it ended up more straight? It's okay. It's just kind of funny, isn't it, when we're trying to make something crooked and it ends up straight? All right, the next step is I'm going to put a little fence on the side of my house. So I'm going to come across here just a little bit, and I'm going to give it a double line like that, and then down like that. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Boop-bitty-boo, boop-bitty-boo, just like that, okay? Now, let's come up with some, like these things. I don't know what you call those. I'm saying spikes, but that's not right. It's just the tops of our little fence posts. Let's make fence posts. That's a good word, isn't it? All right, there they are. Now this time, instead of dots, I wanted to make triangles. I think they look a little more fierce. Like that's kind of like, beware, this house is spooky. And then I'm going to come across and give my gate or my fence a little cross bar, okay? All right, so the same thing I'm going to do over here. I'm going to put 3 fence posts and then the crossbar. I think that'll be good. And then I think I'm about done. I'm liking this crazy house. I hope yours is coming along crazy and fun, and you're enjoying all the different things you can do to it. I like them because you just can't mess up, you know? And the crazier they are, the more fun and the spookier they look. Yay! Now my last, that's not the fence post, but the last little crossbar. Ta-da! Hey, I like my spooky house. Let's see about a moon. I'm going to put a little moon. I'm going to draw lightly first. Okay, that's good enough. Now, if you have a hard time with a circle, look at this. Silly me, I should have done this. How about a roll of tape or something and you put that down? Look at that. I'm going to get a good circle. Because the moon is always kind of a circle. It doesn't have to be wonky. So I'm going to use, but maybe you've got a cup or a bowl. I'm going to erase this part. I kind of like that moon right there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a bat flying in front of it too. So let's see. For a bat, let's make a little oval. And then let's give it, you know, bats have those pointy ears. And then I'm just going to go up and down, up and down. And then I like to just go boop, 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 boop. And that's all I'm going to do for my bat. I'm liking it. All right, you know what time it is? It's Sharpie time. So I will be quiet, and that way I can do this part fast so you can watch it go real fast, the sharpening, and you don't get bored just watching me draw lines. And then we'll add some color and be done. Yay! I can't wait to see yours. All right, how did yours turn out? Did you get some crooked windows and all your stuff in Sharpie? I went and used the skinny side of my Sharpie on some of the little tiny parts just because I had one, but it would have still worked okay. I would have just been a little careful if I only had the thicker side of my Sharpie. I am going to add some color now. I'm going to make my house black, and I'm going to put different colors of purple and green and orange and kind of some fun colors coming out of my windows. And I'm going to make my moon yellow, and then I will see you back. I can't wait to see what you do. Have you been thinking about what kind of colors you want to use? I can't wait to see. I will speed up this part, and I'll see you in a few minutes. How did your spooky house turn out? Did you add lots of colors? Are you happy with it? I can't wait to see it. I hope you used all kinds of crazy shapes and colors and whatever your imagination brought to mind for your house. Be sure, if you want, and have your parent or guardian post it on social media, on our Instagram or our Facebook page, or join our Facebook group where we can put your artwork, put you into the what do I call it? The celebration videos. Yes, I like to make celebration videos of your art. If you'll post them in there, then we can give you a big thumbs up and shout out and all that good stuff. So do join that. The links or the information is in the description here. And just draw something every day. Don't forget that. It's really important. And don't forget to be thinking about your gratitude every day. Think about one thing that you're grateful for. When you get good at that, start adding another one and another one till you get up to about 2 or 3 or 4. Oh, it'll make you feel so good. And be sure that you are having a fabulous day. One other thing is, if there's something in particular that you would like us to draw and to teach you in one of these how to draw alongs, have your adult post it into the social media, or just email me. And if I get enough suggestions or enough requests for a certain thing, I'm on it. We will draw what you want. So I can't wait to hear from you. I can't wait to see your art. And I wish you a wonderful, beautiful, happy, spooky Halloween and day. Till next time, keep drawing.